Ohana.
Starting to the top left of Ohana, which by the way means family, is our Zerg player in the red, playing for the CJ Entus team. This is
CJ Entus effort.
Lowrider Zergman playing against his teammate down here at the bottom right. Starting for the blue. Well, not for the blue, but his idea.
Entus.
You know, look at that logo for CJ Interactive Media. They've got the triple little blue, red, and orange, and orange underrepresented in this match. We've got red and blue, no orange. What's gonna happen? What's up with that? There's no third player in this map, obviously. But
well, we also don't have pink.
Well, there's no pink, but is there? There's no pink in that logo, is there?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, look at that little animation for the name sneaking in there.
Don't tell me you've seen that for the first time.
No, that was my first time watching it sneak in there like that. It just kind of comes in like uninvited. Just like, anyways, by the way, I want to tell you the score is 0-0 right now, and the positions are 11 and 5.
That makes kind of sense with us being in the first game. Well, guys, one thing that is also pretty important is that Effort is currently, well, he arrived in this round because he was able to pull off a 2-0 win over Gumiho, which was really impressive, especially the strategy that he chose for the last map, where he actually pulled off an early pull against his opponent. So really well done, and Effort definitely able to surprise Gumiho quite a little bit. The FXO team was not too happy about it. Whereas now he's up against teammates, so of course mind games will be really important. They've definitely played against each other in order to prepare for the matches that he had played so far in the WCS career. But now they are facing each other, and we have the Nexus first for Hero, while Effort is going for a standard build pool into expansion.
Yeah, and I like that Hero, you know, he went for the hatchery block, and Effort didn't hesitate to send a drone to the third, but he kept one at the natural as well, and as soon as Hero made a mistake, he took the natural. If Hero continued to micro his probe correctly, or if he made a pylon there, then he would have been able to take the third, so he was very flexible with that, and now decides to take the better hatchery at the natural. He will be taking his third here as well. 4 Lings will chase this probe away, and of course back at Hero's main base, he's got his cannon going up. Everything in this game so far straight up standard textbook play.
Exactly. We have the expansion for Hero, the wall as well, and he can just completely shut it down, use the probe in order to get in there too. Yep. That actually looked for a second like there's a gap.
Yeah, it looks like there's a gap. It's just a trick of the eye. He does have to make that extra pylon though with the Nexus first, because his cannon is slightly delayed. And the probe scouts the third base. Very important information. And second gas a little bit later for Hero. Not too significant.
Yeah, at this point, Effort is just really desperate, or not desperate, but he wants to get those overlords into positions. He's getting one to the right side of the map because he wants to have a peek into the main base as soon as it's time to scout the tech of the Protoss player, and the other one is now headed for the natural as soon as the cannon is ready, and of course you have to get out of there as soon as the cybernetics core is about to finish, because then the Protoss player is able to get stalkers and sentries into the game, which can kill an overlord. Before that, there's just no way. Third base, as Wolf mentioned, is up, and now we're just waiting for the tech to start for Hero, and there's already the +1 attack upgrade.
Yeah. And this is something that Effort wants to see as soon as possible, because not knowing about the +1 is, you know, it leaves you a little bit in the dark. Seeing the +1 lets you know that you're going to be facing most likely some sort of pressure, whether it's, you know, core gateway pressure or immortal pressure, because oftentimes you see the immortal pressure with 1-1 upgrades, and that's something that, you know, leads to a possibility as well. It's not conclusive when you see the +1, you don't think immediately, oh, it's probably immortal pressure, but it lets you know, okay, it's going to be some sort of pressure soon. Otherwise, you would have Stargate tech or faster robotics.
And Ohana is a map where you can basically pull off every single variation of this early time pressure, of this 2-base pressure. So it's not like the map limits you to only using one, or that one has a huge benefit over another. You can go for the Blink Stalkers, you can go for the Immortals. We've seen 4-gate with +1 attack in the early game. We've seen Stargate openings. And Hero decides to go for the Twilight Council here. So we will most likely see Blink with the +2 attack upgrade. Could also decide to go for a bit of a sneaky DT opening, which is of course a little bit more unlikely. But he has 4 gas, so he has a lot of gas banked up here.
And it's really important that Effort knows about this. If this tech were hidden, then Effort would not be able to prepare as appropriately. Now he's going to want to get a bunch of overlords since he just lost several. And with the 4 gateways being added here, it's starting to look more and more like, wow, even 6 extra gate was starting to look like it's definitely going to be that Blink Stalker attack with +2.
Yeah, definitely. Here it already is. Blink has been started and chrono boosted. Whereas Effort is now trying to prepare for it. He has the Roach one on its way. We have him with the Evolution Chamber. Needs to spread his creep a little bit better at his third base. This would really help him a lot, especially since he doesn't have any kind of fungal in there. He's tagging to Lair, but that won't really help him all that much because the Lair tag is a little bit late. So when Blink is done, Hero can attack, and it's very hard for Effort to actually capitalize on this tag. He probably won't even be able to get Roach speed in here.
Look at how fast he's going with this attack as well. He's going to be there before +2 is done. With all the Blink is chrono boost he's using, he's just going to be able to hit here before speed. Speed is so late, that's going to be so critical in holding this attack.
He needs a couple of Spine Crawlers, I feel, in order to throw this back. He gets a Spore Crawler, which doesn't make a lot of sense, only he might be anticipating some kind of
DTs.
DTs.
Exactly. He needs to be safe against that because all he's seen is a Twilight Council. He has not seen the extra gates, so he doesn't know about that. Nice protect here on the pylon. This means that Hero will continue to have this forward warp in available to him. And Effort is in a lot of trouble, man. He's trying to get these roaches out desperately, but the attack is on. Blink is almost done. This is the fastest possible way to attack with this. And the more time goes on, actually, the closer he gets to +2.
Yeah, exactly. Now that the attack has been reached, he didn't start the speed for his Roaches, and the Roaches are now suddenly off creep, which is like the worst scenario for Effort at all. Here comes another round of warp-ins, and he's going for it. The +2 attack upgrade will soon finish. Speed has been started for the Roaches. For the Lynx, it's still not there.
Yeah, and he's just, I mean, he cannot fight with against Blink Stalkers without Roach speed. I mean, he just can't. With good micro from Hero, even on creep, it's going to be difficult. He has to pull the drones here. There's not enough units, and Hero just blinks back. He's going to wait for another round of warp-ins, and things are getting worse and worse for Effort. +2 is finishing right now. 3 spines going up, but I mean, are they really going to be that useful against this many Stalkers?
The thing is, he can just walk into the natural now.
That's exactly what he's doing,
Exactly, he's moving in here. Effort trying to buy himself some time, but the offensive Blink takes down another Queen, and the production is really in dire straits. Yes, he kills the pylon, but there's another forward pylon which is a little bit farther away, but still close enough to do to make sure that the reinforcements will be there in time.
Yeah, and he can even actually blink out of this base, which is so cool. This is a great way to use the terrain of Ohana, forcing his way into the natural, and as soon as things get bad, he can start to blink away. Looks like he's sniping, going to try to retreat. He knows he has enough Stalkers to fight this straight up. Effort is falling in supply. He is plummeting. His Roach speed is still not done. 22 Lings are about to pop, but I don't think it's going to be enough against this much firepower. The Spine Crawler is moving at the worst possible moment, blinks into the main, and there's just too many drones killed already.
Pulls the drones as well, now down to 40 supply. The Spine Crawlers are there trying to do that damage, but the Stalkers are still on the high ground. Can move into the main base, take down the tech as well. Another round of warp-ins to seal the deal. Hero is winning this game. Sheesh.